Alright, this is going to be a long video on SOHCAHTOA. I'm going to explain everything from the very beginning until we solve angles. So you can skip through this video in case you just want a specific part of the topic. Okay, that's up to you. Hold on, let me get the music. Okay. Alright, so SOHCAHTOA is abbreviation for ratios, three ratios: sine ratio, cosine ratio, and tangent ratio. It's very important that you get used to them. Okay. Alright, so let me think. So basically, these ratios are proven by mathematicians long ago, okay? And it only works for right angle triangles. It cannot be used for other types of triangles. Anyways, there's no hypotenuse when it's not right angle, okay? So make sure it's a right angle triangle. For sine, it's SOH, right? So sine is equals to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Now you gotta be careful here because the opposite side, I know over here it's opposite to this angle, right? But sometimes they'll give you a different angle, let's say two different angles. Then when you're using this angle for sine, then the opposite side is this instead. Okay, so it changes depending on the angle. Ka is cosine equals adjacent over hypotenuse, and the last one TOA. Tangent equals to opposite over adjacent. Okay, so the first letters of all these stuff are basically the abbreviation of SOHCAHTOA. That will help you remember. All right, I'll do a difficult one. Okay, let's say this one. Find sine, cosine, and tangent. Wait, before you start a question, you gotta make sure you label them. So hypotenuse is the easiest to figure out. It's always opposite to the right angle. And then the side opposite to the angle that you're using is called the opposite side. The last one is adjacent side. Adjacent means next to the angle. All right, so SOHCAHTOA, sine theta equals to OH over H, right? So opposite is 14 divided by H 15. Simplify the fraction, you get 7 over 25. For cosine theta is equals to A over H. So adjacent side is 48 over 50. You are gonna get 24 out of 25. And then the last one, tangent theta, TOA, is O over A, which is 14 over 48. So 14 over 48 is 7 out of 24. Okay, so these three are the answer for this question here. This one's just marking the angle. I think you can get that. Okay, move on to the harder topic. So usually we have to solve a known for SOHCAHTOA. So it really depends what they give you. In this question, we can label these numbers. H is opposite to the right angle, and then opposite side is here, but there's nothing there. So the last one has to be A. So which trig ratio has A and H? Cosine has. Cosine 45 degrees is equals to A over H, which is X over 25. Your job is to make X the subject. So we have to multiply 25 to the left side, right? You can put 25 in front of a cosine. That's okay to put in the calculator. So we can write it like that, and then X will give you an answer. 25 cosine 45, the answer is 17.7, 3SF. No unit, so that's fine. Opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, so this is the opposite side now. This is the hypotenuse. I'm just gonna do this question as well. O and H is sine 63 degrees equals to opposite x over h. All right, and move things around, so I mean 7, not h. Let's find a difficult one. Okay, here we go. This one's a bit different. So we have opposites here, adjacent over here, right? So we're gonna use tangent 48 degrees. O over A. O is 14. X is not always on the top side, so you have to follow the order of the trig ratio. So TOA, O over 8. 14 over X. Now the thing here is X is at the bottom. If you multiply X to the left, it's gonna be tangent, X tangent 48 degrees equals 14. Then you can move tangent 48 to the right side, so it's gonna be 14 divided by tangent 48 degrees. All right, so this is how we do it. That's a song actually. 14 divided by tangent 48 is 12.6. So x equals 12.6, 3SF. Okay, for D, same. So these are pretty much the same. Find AC, so you can find AC. Opposite side. So you can pick either one, I think. So if you're using 27 degrees, you're gonna be doing opposite side, and then AC is adjacent side, right? So it really depends which angle you're using. If you're using 63 degrees, then AC is opposite side, and this one is adjacent side instead. So pick the right angle and use the right trig ratio appropriately. Now let's move on to another topic for SOHCAHTOA. So SOHCAHTOA is gonna be finding a side and also finding an angle. So in this case, I will teach you how to do this. Let's find theta first. For theta, if we're gonna find theta, 7 is the opposite side, 18 is the adjacent side. Okay, it's different for different angle. The sides are different for different angle again. Tangent theta equals to opposite divided by adjacent, so 7 over 18. Theta is equals to, now how you move tangent to the right is actually shift tangent. So when you do shift tangent, you're gonna see this, tangent -1, 7 over 18. But I don't really write this step, so I'm just gonna write it for the first question here. Tangent, inverse tangent, this is called inverse tangent actually, when you move the tangent to the right side. So it's called inverse tangent, but people always call it shift tan. Anyways, 21.3 degrees. Yeah, we have to write degrees. It's usually in degrees anyways. 3SF. Now you have to find unknowns, more than one. So for phi, this is called phi. For phi over here, 18 is the opposite side. So I'm gonna write it in green, opposite side, and this one becomes adjacent side for phi, right? So we're still using tangent phi, but the opposite side is 18. So 18 is on the top of the fraction now, and this is 7. So phi is equals to a different number. It's not 21. It's not 21.3. Tangent 18 over 7 is 68.7 degrees to itself. Okay, so pretty much that's how we do it. Okay, I'll do this one. I'll show you how to do it without the unknown given. I'll use angle ABD and all that stuff. I'll just do A, I guess. Let's label the numbers. Make sure they're all there. They're all there anyways. ABD is here. This is a right angle triangle. 180 minus 90 is 90 anyways. So this right angle triangle. Opposite side for that angle. And this is the adjacent side, right? This is hypotenuse here. So we have opposite adjacent. That's going to be tangent. Tangent angle ABD equals opposite 7 over adjacent 12. Angle ABD is equals to shift tan. 7 divided by 12, that's going to be 30.5. 0.3 degrees, 3SF. They ask you to find DBC now. DBC, that's this angle here. Now for that angle, this is a, wait. Yes, this is adjacent side and this is hypotenuse, opposite to the right angle. Usually I will find the hypotenuse first. I'll label the hypotenuse first because it confuses with the adjacent side sometimes. Hypotenuse, adjacent, cosine. Cosine angle DBC equals A over H. So A is 12 and H is 28. So angle DBC, shift cosine, 12 divided by 28 is 64.6 degrees, 3SF. ABC, so very easy. ABC, you just add these two angles together. So I'm not gonna do that. Basically, that's it. For applications, not really gonna go through them. You're most likely gonna use SOHCAHTOA, and the questions are just more contextualized. Basically, real life questions. You can probably just try to apply SOHCAHTOA into the questions. Try to imagine how can I use SOHCAHTOA in these kind of questions, right? This is a SOHCAHTOA sine, cosine, tangent chapter, so most likely you have to use SOHCAHTOA. Sometimes they ask you to find area, right? But sometimes area you need to find like, let's say, the height of the shape, base times height of the triangle. So you need this BD over here to get the area of the triangle. Anyways, I trust you can figure your way out. If you don't know how to do, you can message me. Alright, so see you guys around. Bye.